Now, Callum, I know that night was extremely difficult for you to put behind, but I think with this party right now, I think it's time to put it to rest once and for all. So, um, I'm not really, sorry, a psychiatrist, but I think the best way to put this to rest is to tell Chrissy how you felt on that night when she raped you with with a non-lube dildo.
Oh my god, for fuck's sake.
Callum, I know it's difficult. You have to trust me on this.
What
I
the
am here for you.
Oh my god. Where do I start?
Well, how about telling us your side of the story, Callum? Tell us how it happened. How this supposed romantic night between you and Chrissy turned out to be the worst night of your life.
Oh, I don't remember having a worse night of my life, I mean.
Well, it's a good thing you don't remember because I got CCTV footage and eyewitness accounts.
Oh god. Oh dear.
Alright, let me just get my iPad and bring up the first statement. First witness statement says that they saw two people walking together, uh, holding hands whilst playing Pokemon Go. Uh, Callum ended up falling into a puddle, to which Chrissy laughed her head off, and he got a little bit upset because his mobile was now ruined and couldn't play Pokemon Go anymore. So they
Hang on,
decided to
hang
go
on,
to
hang on, stop.
what
What are you reading this from?
for my iPhone. I mean, I got in touch with several eyewitnesses,
Oh,
before the raping.
okay, carry on.
Very friendly Canadians they are.
Carry on.
Not they're not all ice hockey moose eating mother canuckers.
Uh,
Anyway, okay, so the first eyewitness said that after you fell into the puddle, you got a little bit upset. Chrissy tried to cheer you up while she was continuing to laugh at your expense. So you and Chrissy decided to go to a ice cream parlor for the second eyewitness.
what?
Chrissy, trust me, I'm a psychiatrist. I know what I'm doing. Just trust me, right? Just, just, right. The second eyewitness account that worked at the ice cream parlor at the time while you two were on your little adventures said that
God
whilst
damn it, my gym's taken down. Sorry.
Callum just had Ben and Jerry's chocolate and caramel core ice cream. Chrissy had two bowls of vanilla ice cream and a large banana sticking out in between. Eyewitness eyewitness accounts. So basically, two balls of ice cream vanilla with a large banana sticking out of the in between both of the balls of the ice cream. And you proceeded to eat the banana in a very suggestive way, which Callum was trying to hide his red face, but a lot of the attention was on Chrissy as he managed to get attention of the whole ice cream parlor um, and its other customers. Which led to the manager of the ice cream parlor to ask politely to for Chrissy and Callum to leave the building since they were kids present at the time of their visit. Okay, so you two continued from the ice cream parlor, you passed a few shops, and you two sat down at a random bench not far from Chrissy's house, and then from according to the third eyewitness, Chrissy whispered something into Callum's ear, although it says here that It doesn't say what was being said in Callum's ear, but it was. But judging by Callum's facial reaction after the words were whispered, it was something rather lewd and suggestive. So, with Callum with a perked up face on his face, decided to grab hold of Chrissy's hand and gave a gesture as if to say, lead the way, please." So Chrissy took Callum's hand and headed towards the house. Now, at the moment, now this is where things get very interesting. Now, this takes place around 10 o'clock at night, and from what I've heard from neighbours, and I did interview your neighbours, Chrissy, and according to the neighbour, a male who sounded a little bit effeminate. So then around 5 minutes past 11, they heard a loud scream, which, according to the neighbour, was coming from the male, and they heard the words screamed out very clearly. "No, please, Chrissy, please don't do this. I'm not ready for this. Please don't. Ooh, no, stop the pain. The pain is bad."
Oh my god.
This continued for an hour and a half. So after an hour and a half passed, the screaming stopped, only to hear a voice, a voice which was identified as yours, Chrissy, from what the neighbours have told me, and they heard you say, "Ready for round 2, bitch." And then shortly after that, the male voice said, "Oh God, no, please, not again. I am not ready for this shit." And then followed that was 30 minutes of more intense pain and screaming coming from the male. And then moving all the way down to, I don't know, around the next morning, around 9:30 a.m., they saw the male in question crawling out of Chrissy's house on both hands on knees, trying to get as if it looked like the male had been shot in the arse. But judging by the screaming, they realised that the sexy shenanigans took a turn for the worst, and basically, according to the neighbours, they felt sorry for you, Callum, and they actually had they said a prayer for you. So, from what they saw you crawling out of Chrissy's house on your hands and knees, gasping for air, and with a blood trail coming out of your arsehole. And whilst you were crawling away, Chrissy was slowly walking towards the front door while smoking a cigarette, and then they heard her say, "Have you come back next time, darling?"
Oh my.
And then before re-entering the house, the neighbours called the paramedics and the police, but due to the fact that this happened at Chrissy's house, they couldn't really do anything about it, since, you know, it was pretty much an engagement between two lovers. Although I'm probably guessing by now it's ex-lovers, since she pretty much stole your butt virginity. So yeah. So now we're going to move on to the medical reports from a local hospital in Canada. So, the subject name, Callum Phillips, age 25, hometown, Hereford, England. Let's see. Male by the name of Callum Phillips came to the hospital with severe damage to his arsehole, with intense bleeding coming out of the rectal area. Lack of air, so we had to put him on a oxygen mask for 24 hours. Doctors did perform surgery on Callum's arsehole, but to no avail since his butt virginity was taken away from him and severely damaged. The gaping hole that is now Callum's new butt-raped arsehole cannot be repaired, so the arsehole area is now at the site. After the operation.
So you hear in a medical report that I found the glitch. What?
After the surgery, doctors discovered a severe shrinkage in Callum's penis, only to realise that it was fake.
What? Dead bullshit.
After the operation and going through all checkups, Callum was fully stabilised, but doctors fear that his recovery will take probably around 6 months to complete. Once checking for health insurance, they realised that Callum did not have health insurance at the time of the incident. Therefore, Callum had to stay in Canada to pay for his hospital bills. So Callum was forced to work in a pancake restaurant for 3 months to pay off his medical bills. Then was flown back to Britain, where he now resides back in his home and has restricted all contact with Chrissy apart from the PlayStation 4, and is seeking psychiatrist help from Dr. Doyle. And that is my my reports right there, ladies and gentlemen.
Question.
Right. Thank you. Right, so Callum, that was
one question.
Yes.
When I broke my Android, right, and I was like upset and all that, did I end up getting a new one?
Well, considering the fact that you didn't have insurance and your visa was pretty much into Canada was pretty much in question, so you didn't have enough time to buy a new phone.
Damn it.
So, Callum, after reading your reports, it seems to me that that even though right now you sound back to normal, but deep in your mind you're a scared little child who still has.
I'm scared for life.
Shut up!
I'm scared for life if anything.
It's all right, Callum. It's all right. The first step is admitting that you're scared. It's okay. I'm here for you. Okay. So well done, Callum. You've done the first step of admitting that you are scared. Now, Callum, it is my job to put you onto the road of recovery and help you confront your demons, as if to say, no, you may have taken my butt for duty, but I'm not going to stand for it anymore. I'm going to move on with my life. So fuck you, demons. And then that demon will be Chrissy. And then you're just going to say, calm down, Chrissy. I'm trying to help you as well, because you're not mentally there, as what the report said about you as well. According to police report, that is. Let's see.